Hey everybody! Tonight we're talking about cryptocurrency. It's confusing, I know. But stick with me. First up, we've got Bitcoin. It's like the grandpa of crypto, launched back in 2009 by this mysterious Satoshi Nakamoto. Nobody knows who that is, by the way. Maybe a person, maybe a group. It's a real mystery. Anyway, Bitcoin was a big deal. It was the first digital currency that worked without a bank or government. Pretty wild, right? People started using it to buy stuff online, some even got rich when its price skyrocketed. But let's be real, Bitcoin can be confusing. It's got all this technical jargon like blockchain and mining. Plus, its price goes up and down like a roller coaster. Hold on tight. Now let's talk about PiNetwork. It's the new kid on the block, launched in 2019. Their big idea? Mine crypto on your phone. No fancy equipment needed, just an app. Seems too good to be true? Well, it might be. PiNetwork says it's trying to make crypto accessible to everyone. Just download the app, tap a button every day, and boom, you're mining Pi. They even have this whole social network thing going on. The more people you invite, the more Pi you supposedly earn. So, how does Bitcoin mining actually work? It's basically a giant math competition. Imagine a bunch of computers all over the world racing to solve really complex equations. The first one to solve it gets to add a block of transactions to the Bitcoin blockchain. And what's the reward? Bitcoin, of course. But here's the catch. Mining Bitcoin takes a ton of computing power. We're talking massive server farms, huge electricity bills, and specialized hardware. It's not something you can do from your laptop, let alone your phone. Now, PiNetwork claims to be different. They say their mining process is eco-friendly and doesn't drain your phone's battery. But how exactly does it work? Well, that's the thing, they haven't really explained it clearly. Some experts are skeptical. They think PiNetwork might just be a pyramid scheme disguised as a cryptocurrency. Remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Section 5 Under the Hood, Bitcoin's blockchain versus Pi's mystery. Let's get a little technical, shall we? Bitcoin runs on something called a blockchain. Think of it like a giant public ledger that records every single Bitcoin transaction. It's super secure because it's spread across thousands of computers worldwide. PiNetwork, on the other hand, hasn't launched a public blockchain yet. They say they're working on it, but until then, it's hard to know what's really going on behind the scenes. Section 6. Bitcoin's ups and downs, digital gold or fool's gold. Bitcoin has had a wild ride. Its price has gone from practically zero to over $60,000 and back down again. Some people believe it's the future of money. Digital gold, they call it. But others think it's a speculative bubble waiting to burst. They point to its volatility, its use in illegal activities, and its environmental impact. One thing's for sure, Bitcoin is a gamble. Section 7. Pi in the sky potential or pipe dream. PiNetwork, on the other hand, has no real value, yet. You can't even trade it on any major exchanges. They say it will be worth something once they launch their Mainnet, but that date keeps getting pushed back. So, is PiNetwork the next big thing in crypto or just a big waste of time? It's hard to say. If you're thinking of jumping in, just be aware of the risks. Section 8. Crypto face-off, can Pi really compete? So there you have it, Bitcoin versus PiNetwork. One is an established player with a proven track record, sort of. The other is a relative unknown with big promises. Can PiNetwork really compete with Bitcoin? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, the world of cryptocurrency is constantly evolving. Section 9. The future of money. Will we all be using crypto? Now the big question, will we all be using cryptocurrency in the future? Honestly, nobody knows. Cryptocurrency has the potential to change the way we think about money, but it also faces some major challenges. Will governments embrace it or try to shut it down? Will people trust it enough to use it for everyday purchases? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, it's going to be an interesting ride.